Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Neremik, and welcome back to not only Animal Crossing New Horizons, but also 12 Days of Neremik. In case you don't know, this is a yearly tradition where, as the name may suggest, every day for 12 days, ending on Christmas Eve, we do a little bit of a special content thing. Now, for the last few years, we've started off playing New Horizons. It just seemingly has become the tradition for the tradition, and we always seemingly end on Animal Crossing as well. So, once again, welcome back. In the event this is your first time enjoying the festivities, you haven't watched any of the previous years, don't worry, I'm going to explain it all in wonderful detail, and we're also going to make a snowman while I do. But welcome back. If you didn't tune in last episode, things happened. Why do I have glasses on my face? I don't know. But who's been mailing us? We've been going a little bit. No one. Yeah, it seems about right. But yeah, so very happy to be doing 12 days again. Not that there was any doubt that I was going to do it again. It was just a matter of, but when? But yeah, no, I'm very, very happy to be back. And I figured we go get a sip of coffee while I talk you guys through just what the general vibe is. Because again, most of you guys have joined the channel within the last year. It only feels right that I get you up to speed. Feels like I say that every year, at least since like 2019, 2020. It's been like every year has been, yeah, the first video's kind of got to explain what this is. Because the channel just keeps growing so much. At the end of the day, this is just, you know, some content to very much bookend the year. We kind of branch out, we try things. It's just a special, nice period of the year where we sometimes try new things, sometimes we start or end series. It's just a fun time overall. But yeah, this is the 8th year, I think. We started doing it in 2016, so I'm a seasoned veteran of my own tradition, you could say. But yeah, typically what you'll find in here is Christmas-themed content, one-off themed content, or the first and last episode of a series. So it's a very good time. If you're looking for serialized content, maybe not your best pull-out, unless it's Animal Crossing, which always has seemingly made at the minimum 2 appearances, I think. I think we may have reached 4 in the very brief period where, I don't know, was GameCube and New Leaf running at the same time? Or not? Last year, or the year before, should I say? I don't know. But, yeah, no, so you see a lot of, oh, cool, you got a minute. Huh. Okay. I've got something for you, think of my way of saying thanks. A siphon. Huh. Thank you kindly. But, yeah, it's a very, I don't know, I always really enjoy doing it, because it gives me not that I wouldn't have an excuse to do previously, but an excuse to do a lot of one-off themed content, or launch a series, which is always good, you know. Like, I like to think at least every year has been pretty successful. Last year was insane. Like, I think the lowest a video got, which is, like, insane by my standards, was, like, 23 views, which, like, if you told me that a year ago, that for 12 days the lowest video got that much, and what the highest was in, like, 300 with Dead by Daylight, it's, like, every year it seemingly gets better, and, ooh, massive sale. For a second I thought that said it was upgrading. Of course I know there isn't another upgrade, but still. But yeah, it's gotten better with every year. And this year I want to make it the best, because this might be my last year doing it. Of course, I never know. I probably said that in the year before I started university. Oh, it might be my last year if I go away to university, and I obviously didn't. But this time next year, I might have moved away, I might have a job, and keeping up with, you know, this whole thing might be a bit difficult. So I want to make this year particularly special, because I genuinely don't know for next year. There's nothing I can really do to avoid having to get employed, and that looks like we haven't bought it before, so I'll buy a cheeky Christmas gift for myself. But I want to make this year as best as it can be. And last year's a hard order to follow, like that Civilization 5 video, the Dead by Daylight video, finishing Persona 4 exactly a year after it began in the previous year's 12 days. Tall order to follow, but we're going to try. Now, I'm not here to spoil what every day is, because, you know, it's meant to be, in part, a little bit of a surprise. You're not meant to know what you're getting in these videos, but some of you are able to guess. I don't think there has been a year since I haven't finished on an Animal Crossing game. I think last year's was the only time we'd actually missed Toy Day on the recording day. I think I got the day wrong, because obviously GameCube works a little differently to other Animal Crossing games, but yeah, if you've watched previous years, there's a general kind of vibe, and you know, you kind of know what's coming up. Wyatt, can't say too much. Wyatt has been like a long-time collaborator of the channel. If you watch a lot of older content, Wyatt is in a lot of it. And as of late, he kind of stopped doing YouTube, and you know, he's moved. His computer's like on the other side of the US. But you know, All I'm saying is, it would be a Christmas miracle if we were somehow able to record a video. Nudge, nudge, hint, hint, if you know, you know. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to give the game away too much, but that's generally it. It is 12 days of festive and or one-off themed content. Just kind of like, you know, experiment and also just celebrate the year we've had. And, yeah. If there's one goal I want for this year, it is for not a single video to seem like it could obviously be skipped, because maybe, you know, maybe Animal Crossing just isn't to your liking, or maybe Dead by Daylight isn't if we end up doing that, you know. But I want it to be that, like, you can tell every video had some amount of time and thought put into it, and it wasn't just made for the sake of being made, if that makes sense. Everything's going to have a purpose. Like this one, it's festive, it introduces people, and we build a snowman. Fits the format perfectly and sticks to the tradition. I say we build a snowman, we might not actually if I keep getting this bad luck at finding snowballs. Like, I'm going to look over here, but these snowballs do not want to be near me, I can tell you as much. But either way, how are you doing, Zucker? How are you doing? Daniel, long time no see. How's it going? Oh my god, I feel guilty. Oh, what do you mean you've been around? That's weird. Oh, I understand you've been playing while I've been sleeping. You could have just woke me up. You know, I do that, and you have a sign on the door that just says, go away, I'm asleep. So, I'd beg to differ, actually. I'd heavily beg to differ, Zucker. You like your sleep as does everybody else on this damn island. Oh well. Yeah, I gotta say though, it's like, I like the fact the map's been covered in snow. It's like, I don't think I've seen it covered in snow yet. Well, no, I hadn't like seen it getting progressively covered in snow, if you know what I mean. Is that symptomatic of my awful, awful, awful upload schedule? Yes. You know what? I'm gonna try and attempt a Christmas miracle. I don't have much money on hand, but it'd be really funny if I just made a money tree. So there you go. We'll come back and check on that next episode. Will that be in 6 months? I hope not. But you never know. You never know. Seriously though, where are these snowballs? It's like sirs and hers. I'm trying to build a snowman here. I need to build one because it's like how I do the thumbnail, and you know, it's like you guys really do not wish to participate. And I mean that's fine. That's fine. But it's like, what am I meant to do? It needs to be festive. Kinda. You know, I don't think there's anything more festive than snow and snowmen. Well, arguably, Toy Day would be. But that's reserved for day 12. Yeah, again, I think I've said, but I don't think there has been any year where we haven't ended. Also, wow, I'm sorry, I need to go back and forth with that. Did I just see that pop in? Oh, Nintendo, oh. Diabolical, I'm afraid. Oh, I will be refunding the game. Don't question the fact I've owned the game for almost 4 years. Refunding. Nah, it's not that deep in reality. I mean, you know what it is? The conspiracies to where these snowballs are. I'm sorry, I sound like a crazy man. Bob, you look vaguely dressed like a really poor detective. Can you tell me where the snowballs are? Daniel, can you see me? With these glasses, possibly. I thought maybe it was a ghost for the last 6 months. I apologize. My Switch was kind of dead, and then my upload schedule was kind of equally dead. Again, I probably need to get back into the swing of recording this. Maybe this is the start of something great. Because I remember this time last year we were on episode 198. We were just before episode 200. And it's like, what episode are we on now? I'm definitely not subtly scrolling on my YouTube window. We're on episode 214. There's 52 weeks in a year, and I meant to upload everything weekly. Except Tomodachi Life. I don't hold myself to that, because that requires, like, actual editing. Oh god, we made 16 videos in the space of a year to the day. Right, one of you sucker punched me to get a better upload schedule. That is abhorrent. Like, that's like, what? I don't even know, okay, it's like more than one every month, but like, god. Still, may I just say, still better than the Wind Waker upload schedule. You gotta take the small victories in life. You get in more than the people here for Wind Waker. I'm sorry, I'll give it you in a second, Ron. I'm just checking for these. Where are the snowballs? I just thought of a great name for you. I like the one you have now, but I'm pretty proud of this new one. You go, let me run it by you. Fine, just for you. Champ. Didn't Tad used to call me that? I mean, yeah, I'll take it, but... Yeah, because I used to... Yeah, no, because I remember I used to like talk about his voice, and it sounded how he was saying shampoo. And it was like, it was cool. What a weird, like, roundabout throwback. That said, I'm not sure how many of you have been tuned into the series forever, but Tad was one of our starting villagers. Obviously, pun on tadpole. But, I did say I'd get him back one day, and then we've kind of just put it off. But I'll villager hunt for him one day, just you watch. In the meantime, how are you doing, kid? And why are you in Cole's house? So, oh, it's Ritabaga. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, just so you know, I'm still the same old kid. The fame hasn't gone to my head. Yet. Haha. Fame hasn't gone to my head, either. Well, I guess we can talk about it passingly, actually. Buddy, where have you been? I haven't talked to you in like over 6 months. I'm sorry, my upload schedule was dead and then my Switch was too. Huh? You've been around? What did you mean? We'll be playing hide and seek. Please don't disappear on me. I'll cry if my snacks buddy goes missing again. Cool. Right, well, you've pulled at my heartstrings sufficiently. I will never put the game down again. That hurt. That hurt my soul slightly. I feel bad now. I feel bad. Stop making me have a conscience. You're only virtual animals. And yet my feelings are apparently exceedingly strong for them all. It's like, oh god. I mean, right before we went on hiatus, I said I was gonna think of whoever we're throwing out to make way for Sherb. Or was it a random villager? No, it was Sherb. Oh, that's still in the back of my mind. It's like, to be fair, I mean, I mentioned the fact we've only had 16 episodes, but that means that because this wouldn't happen in any other Animal Crossing game, but that means that we have had the same lineup of villagers for a year, because I don't think in any of those 16 episodes anyone actually moved out or moved in or traded places or what have you. So, oh, god, this island really, I mean, to be fair, what have we done in the last year? Do I really want to bait myself out like that? I think we built this. I think we built this year. And, like, we've made, like, minor additions here and there, but realistically, there's like so much you can do in, let's think, 3 episodes to an hour, so like 5 and a bit hours worth of runtime, you know? It's like, I probably should do more. All I'm saying, right, nagging me to upload a series works. And also nagging me increases my comment engagement. I'll let you guys figure out which one of those I'm asking for primarily. It's actually to be nudged. I don't care about fame or engagement. Although, to bring it back round to that, today, I did a thing. Now, I can't say what the thing was specifically because, you know, reasons. I went through my email and I'm on a little list and they send me things and they're like, hey, we think you'd be a good fit for this TV show. Send in an application. So I did spend today actually applying to a load of random TV shows. I can't tell you what any of them are because then if they look at my channel and they'll say, oh, he said he's going on this, the people know. I can't say. It's just an assortment of different ranges of shows and whatnot, but I applied for one today. I'm shooting those application videos, by the way. Nightmare. You'd think I was like semi-natural at speaking, and I'm in this context, right? But like most of them have a time limit of a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and it's like I'm in my element drawing stuff out to 23 minutes. You know, how long has it taken for me to have this conversation and get the mild point across that I applied for something, and it's slightly difficult. You expect me to get that down in a minute? I'm not being funny, I was flubbing lines harder than someone who had never acted in their life, trying to, like, carry a single-handed stage play. It's like, I'm sorry, where are the snowballs, Gladys? But yeah, no, it was fun, but it showed that I cannot be concise for the life of me. Anyway, you haven't been around in a while. Are you gonna say it's been 6 months? We haven't spoken in 6 months. I don't like not knowing what's going on with you, so let's try to see more of each other. I agree. I'll try and get a New Year's episode out of this if that works. Am I free New Year's Eve? No. But I am free in the afternoon of that day, so... Well, just you watch. Episode recorded at the very early hour of 10 AM on New Year's Eve. Seen coming. Or actually, I didn't do New Year's Eve in GameCube last year, so what I'm hearing is potential double upload where I just cover the same content, but how many years apart were those games? 19 years apart. I've only been alive 21 years. That scares me more than it scares you somehow. Anyway, who have we not spoken to? I feel as though Ace. Is Ace in or is Ace asleep? Is Ace holding the snowballs? I wish I knew. Like, where are they? This is less so about trying to build a snowman and trying to figure out if I even can at this point. The great enigma. Anyway, you're building something. Is it out of snow? Hey, Daniel, it's been a while. Did you go back to the mainland? I haven't left the island, but I've been swim training for weeks to come visit you. I apologize. I am evil. Very evil. It's like, all of them are just mentioning how they haven't seen me in ages. At least in the GameCube version, they scold me for being on and off, and then continue the conversation on something else. What I would give for them to do it on here, because I'm not being funny, combined with my upload schedule, whenever I do make a video, 9 times out of 10, and this applies to City Folk and GameCube as well, the only one it seemingly didn't happen in was New Leaf. But it was like, yeah. Or maybe every single conversation I had was usually going to be the, we haven't spoken in ages. Because it's like, I either speak to everyone in every episode and they reach like that 2-week threshold where they complain, and it's like, I respect all of them dearly, right? However, I think we'll just leave it at that. Now, are you asleep, Pietro? Oh, okay, you're out and about. I see that. Whose house have we not been inside of? Toby's. If Toby is... Oh, never mind, he's just outside of... Hey, Daniel, right? Yo, it's been forever and a day since we talked, hasn't it? Like 4 months or something, or we're getting better. Well, better late than never when it comes to the Pietro light rail, honk honk choo choo. Wait, what noise does the light rail make? So that's my interpretation. Is light rail the one with like the magnets in, but like not the very aggressive Japan magnets? Or is it just a railway that doesn't make a lot of noise? Or with trains that don't weigh a lot? I don't know. I'm spitballing. What can I say? I'm deep and philosophical at the moment. To be fair, I could meditate and get philosophical in a room like this. Wasn't even planning for that. But yeah. And that's half the fun of these videos, isn't it? We don't plan for half the stuff. We just go for vibes. Anyway, hey, we finally meet again. I feel like I've been waiting in line for months. I'm just saying, if any of those production companies accept the application, that line's going to be longer. Well, I mean, anything is longer than 0, but still. I guess we're just both busy, living separate lives here on Jaffa. Well, you can have your folks call my folks whenever they want. I'll clear the calendar for you. He gets it. He gets it at the least. So yeah, Toby understands. Toby understands I'm a busy guy. Nobody else seems to. They all just compliment how it's been 6 months and that I'm never around, and they're very surprised I was on the island at all. Like, I'm just busy. They just don't understand. They just don't get it. It's like, do you understand, Mr. Silakanth? You don't even understand English, but you probably do. To be fair, I don't know why they can't have a fish villager, because, you know, they'd have to explain why it's out of water. But likewise, is that no worse than trying to explain why animals from warm climates are currently walking around in winter? It's like, I'm just saying. Do I want to really envision how clapped a fish character may look in my head if they ever did make one? No. But it is interesting. It's like, well, let's look at our map real quick, right? Like, okay, rabbits, you can kind of find world around. Oh, hang on a second. Octopus are from the ocean. And penguins, actually, they're kind of from, you know, colder climates. Like, yeah. Now I think about it. Chadwick, Rold, and Zucker, how are you? Okay, well, no. Rold and Chadwick, they're going to pass, because, you know, December, but the rest of the year, eyes out. Zucker, on the other hand, I know octopuses can live for a little while out of water. Right, but last time I checked, Zucker has a kitchen in his house, and unless he's, you know, regaining his, like, I don't know, breath in the sink every, like, it's like 10 minutes or something they can spend out of water, isn't it? It's like, how is Zucker alive? How? And I mean, you're meant to be extinct, actually, so yeah, why can't we have a fish villager? or maybe, wait, no, because we catch and sell fish. I mean, I say that, but then we've got Flick, who's like a thing. So it's like, huh, the more I think on it, I'm trying to find things to, like, call myself out on, but it's like, no, actually. You can at least make a semi-decent reason for it, but they'd have to make it, like, a specific species of fish that you don't catch, that in this world just evolved differently. I mean, the dodos evidently did it to not become extinct, so... I mean, this is the same game where thing from Japanese folklore drives a bus, taxi, and bus and attacked, and a boat. A boat. So it's like, should I really be questioning if the the laws of nature or reality apply? It's like, if they wanted to, they could make a fish villager, is all I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, I've kind of just seemingly meandered around so we can make the thumbnail shot for the video, because I'm just like that. I mean, the festive, giving you guys a peek behind the curtain, as though I don't do this at least once every 10 episodes. But who should we bring in today? Who are we feeling for? Who screams Christmas at you? Because we've made 16 videos in the last year, and there's 10 people there. Some of these guys have appeared twice. Some of these guys have appeared none. So you know what? I'm just gonna type the word Horizon into my thing. Son of a bitch, I'm getting Sonic Frontiers uploads, but Chadwick's appeared once, and actually I've used special characters in there as well. So is there anyone that hasn't appeared in a thumbnail in the last year? Wow, most of you. Because apparently some thumbnails I just didn't use villager, and others it was a villager that was either at the campsite, not on the island, or a special villager. So in terms of fair game, in case you're wondering, Chadwick's off the menu. Pietro's off the menu, Rold's off the menu, and Octavian's off the menu. So besides them, who's the most festive? And you're not Octavian, you're Zucker, I apologise. I mean, you know what? Coal. Because people can get coal, the thing, in their stocking. It's like kind of festive. Maybe not for the people who are getting coal, but you know, it is, it's a thing. What's good emotion? What's a good emotion? So you normally don't give it this much thought, but it's like, I gotta be careful. Made 16 thumbnails. No, 15 thumbnails on the last thumbnail. This is the 16th. So I gotta put extra, thought to it. People, we waiting God knows how many months. 6 months, I hear, for this thumbnail. It's only been a month, but still. I'm thinking we just go bashful. That kind of works if purely for the festive vibes. We get in close, pull up the camera, do a bit of this, and yeah, we'll call this the behind the scenes video because I don't actually have one planned for 12 days this year. But no, we zoom in as far as we can, so the resolution's as high as possible. Then just get a bit of a turn on and bump. I think we're on to a winner. I like doing that. I've mastered my craft. I would like to give a huge shout out to the person who gave me the idea. It was AJP Crosser and/or Alex. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he gave me the idea to do that like very shortly after New Horizons launch, where it was like, oh yeah, no, you can customize the room with a green pattern, so just make a green screen, and that'll make making my videos super easy. And I was there thinking, I don't make videos nearly as complex as those, but I'm gonna nick that idea anyway. Salutations, if you're watching, Alex. I have posted off an idea I nicked from you about almost 4 years ago for way too long, and I think this is the first time I've actually given him credit for giving me the idea. I know, I'm giving credit, truly is the appropriate season of giving, isn't it? Right, I'm taking these glasses off my face, I'm sorry, I wore them for one episode, they're just not working. I just look so much better without them on. Either way though, hopefully you guys are all happy to see 12 Days of Neremik return. Again, I'm going to keep my surprises in my bag, but I'm hoping to make this year as good as it feasibly can be. Tomorrow I'm probably going to have to go very heavy on the editing work if I want tomorrow's video to be out on time. But I think it's going to be a good one, so all I ask is that you keep your eyes peeled and hopefully you enjoy the content coming your way. Regular content will resume starting on Christmas Day, because I'm an insane man with perhaps a bit too much time to pre-record videos I forgot to upload before this started. Yeah, I could probably be better with my upload schedule. It's not as if that's been beaten into my skull 60 times this episode. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It does all help out a bunch. It lets me know that you do want to see more of this and all that good stuff. But until next time, all said and all that aside, thanks for watching, guys. My name's been Neremik, and peace out.